Donald Trump, the President of the United States, has pulled US troops away from the Turkish-Syrian border. He's effectively given the green light to Turkey to invade Kurdish land. The Kurds are Britain and America's allies on the ground. We've repaid the SDF by throwing them to the wolves. I came to Syria in 2014. I worked in the City of London in an ordinary job, working 9 to 5. I saw the rise of ISIS and its brutality. These people were butchering the people of Syria, selling women into sexual slavery, shooting men and boys in ditches. The Battle of Raqqa was brutal. I was there for 4 months in 2017. It was street-to-street fighting, doorway to doorway, alleyway to alleyway. There were IEDs everywhere, sniper nests everywhere. 600 SDF fighters were killed on the streets alone. These are the British men that fought against the Islamic State and were killed. Many of these people were my friends. Luke Rutter, who was killed by an IED. You've got Ryan Locke as well. His story is particularly tragic because at the age of 22, he was surrounded by the Islamic State and he turned his weapon on himself with his last bullet because he didn't want to be captured alive. To be captured by the Islamic State is a particular horror. Everyone who went to Syria carried with them a grenade, a bullet, to take their own life. Because the Islamic State would torture you before killing you. And we went to Syria because we wanted to help. And we knew that we would risk our lives. But what we didn't want to do was be captured by ISIS, because that truly would be a fate worse than death. I carried with me at all times a grenade. I slept with it. I had it on me at all times. It was a 0-second fuse, so it would explode immediately. So I was prepared to do that. So all of these people made a huge amount of sacrifices, and they're truly honoured by the Kurdish community in Britain. Our greatest allies on the ground are the SDF, the Syrian Democratic Forces. Alongside Britain and America, they went to Raqqa to liberate it from the Islamic State. These people have suffered so much because of the recent fighting. 11,000 SDF fighters were killed, 700 in Raqqa alone. The Islamic State wants to destroy Syria and Iraq, and it was actually local people, not the United States, that defeated them. These people believe in secular democracy. They are the real inheritors of Syria. These are the Syrian people. President Erdogan of Turkey is rolling back the secular state. He has close links with the Muslim Brotherhood and intends to advance Turkey's interests in Syria at the expense of the Syrian people. They also work alongside proxies, many of whom have links to al-Nusra, which is literally Al-Qaeda in Syria. Their widespread use of airstrikes and artillery has already killed hundreds of people in Afrin and other parts of Syria. British people should care because this is about people's lives. We fought ISIS for 4 years. We finally defeated them in 2019. Now, while children should be in school, they are now enduring airstrikes. They're enduring terrible fighting that could easily have been avoided. We've repaid the SDF by throwing them to the wolves.